For the next step in this series, what we're going to do is we're going to combine some images together. So what I've done is I found my original Batman, I found this Robin here, and just to show you how to do it, I'm also going to put in this background here so that we have Batman and Robin in front of the scene. What I've done is I've created a new document, file new, you guys are used to this, file new, template, US letter, 300 ppi, okay, like we always do. And then I've copied and pasted all these images into that one thing. So for instance, I can go here, I can take my Batman, I can take my scale tool, click on him, I'm going to enlarge him up, I'm going to click my chain link here so that I can make Batman a little bit larger. After all, it is about him, right? So, or about the characters at least. Now what I'm going to do here, you notice that my background, this scene right here, has disappeared. Okay, so that's a problem. So what I'm going to do is on this layer is I'm going to delete all the white behind Batman. So I go up to my fuzzy select tool, I click on this area around him, and I can see that it selected all that area. I hit delete, that's gone. Deselect. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on Robin, though this might happen to you. I'm going to let me enlarge him first to make this a little bit easier to figure out. Chain link's locked. Now since my Robin character is going off the sides of the page and on the bottom you can see his feet are cut off here, I'm going to stretch him so he's going to be closer to me than Batman is. Okay, I'm going to stretch him out so that he's going to go off the side. So 1 second, so let me enlarge that to the top and the bottom like that, so he's closer. That's fine, that'll work. Okay, so I scale this thing. Now Robin's closer. Now once again you can see I have this problem with this white cutting stuff off. So I'm going to take my fuzzy select tool and I click around Robin and I hold my shift button down to get these different areas that I want to delete, these little pockets. And you notice that this has been selected, and I can tell because if I go down to my mask tool you can see all the red, all the white that clears what's selected, right? The red is not. So I'm going to come into my brush, switch up to black, and I want to, since right now I have the white area, I'm trying to delete the area around Robin, right? So I'm going to paint this in black, paint it with a black brush so it paints it in red, right? This is not being selected now. Because what happened basically is when I used that fuzzy select tool is it came around the edges of these lines that were not complete and grabbed some of this area of his cape on the inside. Let me make my brush a little bit larger here. Speed this up. Alright, so I go back to my selection. Now I can hit my delete button and that white area around Robin is gone. I'm going to deselect. So just for a second here, well actually no, I don't need to do this. I'm going to grab the background, go to my scale tool, click on this background, and I'm going to resize this to fit behind them. Now it is very possible, in fact it is probable, that parts of this are going to go off the edge. That's okay. I'm going to scale this now, see how this turns out. Now I've got this scene, and if I need to, I can go to my move tool and I can move this around until it sort of makes sense, you know, where they are in the picture. If I need to resize it some more, I can do that, that's alright. But that actually looks pretty good. So now I've got this much more three-dimensional scene. That's where I want to be before I start my comic. The last thing I'm going to do, if I am happy with this, I like how all this is set up. Well actually I notice, see Robin's cape here, it's not quite on the side, so I'm going to move this. So he moves over, now he's going off the side of the page, where the drawing ended anyway. That's good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to combine these layers together into one layer. This is very, very important. I'm going to make my background invisible. It's just pure white, that's fine. So all I have left in the upper right, you can see these three layers. I'm going to go to, let's see here, it's either image or layer. Image. Merge visible layers. All the layers that have the eyeball still on, over here on the right, are going to come together. Merge visible layers, just hit merge, whatever it says. Now that's all one layer. Now we're good to go.